was in Bishop's office today, and I saw eagles standing. They were all around his office. When I went back to my hotel room, I said, God, I said, hold on. I said, now my bishop, I know you pointed me to harmless as a dove, but my bishop got eagles in his office. I said, how come I can't preach about the eagles? Because then Bishop, I can connect it to Bishop, and Bishop know I've been watching. He said, listen, now everybody can't be an eagle. Have I got a witness? He said, because in a time of a storm, an eagle is only designed to rise above a storm. Have I got a witness? And see, some storms, I don't want you to rise above it. Sometimes I just want you to go through it. Y'all ain't gonna help me. I said, okay, Lord, I understand that. I said, okay, then. I said, what about a buzzard? He said, have you ever looked at a buzzard? He said, a buzzard only looks good when his feet is on the ground. Only after somebody has already killed something. Have you ever seen a buzzard start to take flight? He said, it's the most sloppiest bird I ever seen. And a buzzard's not even designed to fly through a storm. Have I got a witness? And I understood that. I said, okay, God. I said, what about a sparrow? He said, that's pretty good, Bishop. But he said, but if you notice, a sparrow will fly in a storm and get in the middle of the storm, Bishop, and he'll fly right back out of the storm. And because he don't have enough sense, he's designed to fly right back in the storm. And then he'll fly right back out of the storm. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing to me. And God said that when I bring you in something and I carry you out of something, I'm not bringing you out to go right back in it. Have I got another witness? If I bring you out of debt, I'm not gonna carry you back into debt. If I bring you out of a bad marriage, I ain't gonna carry you right back into marriage. If I bring you out of gossip, I wish I had some help here. I ain't gonna carry you back into a gossip. I said, okay, Lord, I understand that. I said, but then why? Then tell me, why did you say a dove? Have I got a witness? And he said, you ever checked out the flight of a dove? I said, no, Lord. He said, a dove is designed for long distance flight. A dove is designed in a time of a storm, surely, that when it gets in a storm and the storm gets too bad, a dove would tuck one wing and glide on the other wing. And when that wing gets tired, he'll tuck that wing and glide on that other wing. Have I got a witness? And I'm reminded of my grandmother, where she said, give me 2 wings and I'll fly away. Anybody looking for 2 wings? And I told God today, I said, if I had to name my 2 wings, but God, what would you want me to name them? He said, Bishop, name one faith and the other one grace. Have I got another witness? When you're going through a storm and you start to fly on both of them and one of them get tired, tuck old faith and glide on grace. And when you ain't got no money, tuck old grace and glide on faith. Folk talking about you, lying on you, talking about your marriage, tuck old faith and glide on grace. Is there anybody here know what I'm talking about? You've been through a storm, you've gotten tired, and you don't know how you're gonna make it. I wish I could get 2 folk to spread their wings and say, I ain't got no money, but I'm gonna glide on faith. I don't have a job, but I'm gonna glide on faith. Say yeah, say yeah, say yeah, say yeah. I'm gonna glide in when I don't have a sense. God has given me grace. When I don't have enough intellect, God has given me grace. How I'm gonna deal with the wolf in 2008, God has given me faith and grace. And then my mind goes back, Bishop. Back in Genesis, when Noah let go of a dove, I always wondered how a dove took flight in Genesis and showed up at Jesus' baptism. How did a dove flew that long? How did a dove travel from the Old Testament all the way to the New Testament? How did a dove make it from the projects, now living in a big house? How did a dove make it from Seaboard Avenue all the way to Normandy Boulevard? How did a dove make it off food stamps and now got a job? How did a dove made off child support, now got your own bank account, got your own credit cards, got your own house, your money is straight, your job is in place? Say yeah, say yeah, yeah. That's for you, Bishop. Say yeah, just like my daddy. Go ahead, I'm stunting like my daddy. Yes, sir. How did I make it? God gave me 2